Greetings everybody and welcome back to another live stream. I'm ImagineerDave as always, and how are you doing? Also still coughing and making annoying sounds, so I will be muted throughout half of the live stream, I guess. Like that basically. But well, we can live with that. So before we start, hey Spaceboy, hey Jasper. I did some things offline. Just some small bits. This bridge, I think I built on stream. Maybe one side of it. Maybe the other side no, the other side too. But I also extended it this way. So I finished up the track thingies. The outside over here is, well, pretty okay. Except for this part. And this side, well, we still have some work to do. So let's go do that right now. Thinking if we should clear some trees here. I think we should, to be honest. Should probably put some other ones next to it lately or later on. So yeah, I want to do some random jobs today. I don't really know. I don't really have a plan. Just had to come from work again. Not to work, but actually my bicycle was still there because yesterday we visited some areas in the city by car, and then the last area was like right around where I live. So I decided to walk home, or like, because I was around the corner, I decided not to go back to work and get my bike back home. So I had to get it today, which was fine, but I still had to get it. So yeah, that is that. What do I want to do? Well, I want to clear up some trees. That's one part. I had some other plan that I need to do. Or something like that. I don't know. I do want to keep this line here, by the way. So last time I think I was saying like removing this line would be an option. Because it was mainly used at the beginning. But now I'm like doubting it. I think it should stay. I think it should be like a little loading area for the farm. So the farmer can load his sheep or goods or whatever onto it. We should build little like raised area for it and then a little building next to it. But we will do that maybe today, maybe later. We'll have to see. So yeah, my plan was last stream, of course, to decorate the whole rail line up the branch line. Which will never happen in one episode, because apparently these things take so much time. I will keep the live stream, by the way, today till 2 hours exactly. So at around 3 I will just stop. So I can do other things today. Also I can rest a little bit, because the coughing, it isn't like I'm sick anymore, but because of the coughing, like, you get less sleep and things like that. So I just want to chill out a bit too. But first, let me remove some trees. Let me actually do some recording here. Plan is to build a little slope, I think, next to this. I think that would fit nicely. But we shall see. But for that we also need some space. So I think with this area we can work. We have a little bit of space here. Let me remove this one tree. And let me remove some parts over there. Maybe this one. Yeah, it's annoying, the coughing. Like, if it keeps on going, I should probably go see a doctor or someone. Hey, Will boy, haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Because, yeah, it's annoying. And it isn't really normal, also. I guess with the current, like, virus thing or, like, flu thing, everybody has it, sort of thing, so... At the same time, I'm not like afraid it would be anything different than just the flu. Not bad, just a lot of coughing, which is annoying, but Doing fine overall. And I guess today a little bit tired. No clue why. No clue why, really. So, clearing this terrain, I think. Good day, Quackers. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the annoying thing also about the whole thing with the coughing is my voice is fucked up and I cannot like record anything really, or I don't feel like recording anything. Which is also good because I don't want to rush things, but at the same time, meh. You know? Yeah. Exactly. Wait, oh, I thought I was holding a pickaxe, but no, it was an axe. Was an axe. A little accident here. So what I was thinking is, thanks, not too bad. To watch over lunch. Ah, I see. What I was thinking for this little shunting line, by the way, is adding another switch right in front of it. So that basically engines that have wagons can shunt in here. So basically they can drive on this line, can stay on this line and shunt backwards in here. Other engines, actually no, that doesn't make sense at all what I'm saying. Nope, never mind. I was thinking for a second, like if we have a switch that way, we can make it so that the trains drive over on this track and then in. But that will actually be covering the out track, so that doesn't make sense. So then we would have to make a switch that goes from that line up the inner line. Could do that. So that we start from here and then... I don't know if we should. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it will be a little too much, like engines just have to wait a little bit before this is done. Or this one has to wait. Fine. Both ways, fine. But again, first of all, by the way, do you know of easy coupled? What do you mean? There's no real other way than the coupler, outside of disassembling the whole train and assembling it in parts. But I think you're more after like doing it manually sort of thing. So that you just can like hit a coupler and it decouples. I think they might be working on that, but I'm not quite sure. And by them I mean the devs over at Steam and Rails. But again, as I said, I'm not entirely sure about that. Or like how that's going. It would be neat though, it would definitely be neat. Nah. There isn't really much you can do about it, sadly enough, for now. Again, as I said, it would be really nice to have that, so... Just waiting for that to be added in the future. Maybe one more stack course dirt, in fact. Could use some. Should I make... That retaining wall. Yeah, I should probably... Let me get a few bricks and things. Some steps. No, bytes. Let's just use bytes. Finger bytes will get it done easy. Alright. So let's just make a little slanted retaining wall here, so we can actually build the ground behind that. Is this steep enough? That's my question here. Yes. Decent. Right. Maybe one higher, in fact. Let's just go. Yeah, let's do that. Fill that in with bricks, as always. Oops. Like that. Sure thing. It's a bit weird without anything on it, but really. Yeah. Let's store these. Let's store these. Yeah, all kinds of little things like this do eventually add a lot, but it just takes really long to make these kind of additions. But as I said, in the end, they're all worth it. So how is everybody doing? What do I... Oh shit, I forgot the that I needed the bytes to fill in those areas too. No, let me... Pretty good. Yeah, good. Also, Jasper, shouldn't you be, like, in school right now? Like, last week you said, like, I cannot watch because I'm on school or something, I think. So, that's more why I'm wondering. Homeroom? Teacher is sick. Homeroom? Oh, what is homeroom? I've never heard of that. Homeroom. Oh, mentor. Oh. But your mentor isn't... Is your mentor like your actual teacher? Huh? I don't get that. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, so he does some things. Yeah, I see, I get it. Oh, that is on, okay. I was wondering if that was on, but yes, it was. Yeah, so let's just get a base layer down first. So that from there on we can build off of that. Also, I should build a new signal here. Like that one should be changed to... yes, it should be changed to a 3-pointer signal. But I have no clue how we would do that. Like on there. Maybe it should stop earlier. Like actually stop there. Hey, wait, well, what? Oh, I thought like, why is there no engine? But I think the animation was a little slow. Yeah, even if you were at school, you could put the stream on the true. But no, you could not. Then I would ban you, since you have to learn at your school and not watch a guy do MC. No, that is not allowed. Okay, if you say so. It's not really that I like always, or like I never did anything else at school really, so I cannot really judge about that, to be honest. Of course we get shitty rain, which I hate. So I do have myself some cobble, I do have myself some rooted dirt. I don't have any normal dirt now. I always pay attention, but sometimes some goofing around can't hurt. No. Goofing around is something different than watching a live stream while you should pay attention. Believe me, if you would watch a live stream, you would not pay attention. No. No. Unless it's without audio, because then you can still like listen to the teacher, I guess. So that would work. For some. Not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody. It's without audio. Yeah, okay, that helps. Don't want to get caught. Well, you can... Like, aren't you guys, like, allowed to have earbuds in? I love model roading and playing Minecraft. Well, same here. Everything looks amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's sort of like my dream model, a railroad in here. So, yeah, that's... Well... I'd imagine that to be a little bit more bigger, but... A little bit more bigger. English very hard, yes. English very hard. Oh, I'm forgetting a material, by the way. And is it night? Yeah, okay, it is night. Sorry, can you repeat that? Like, aren't you allowed to have in earbuds? Well, not when you're watching, of course. Yeah, not when like they're explaining something. Yeah, never mind. That was a stupid thing to ask. Like, basically when I went to like a middle school, that was around the time when the first like laptop schools were like added / introduced here in the Netherlands. So basically it was like, you know, we have technology. Why should we have a child carry around stacks of books? Instead they can have a laptop or an iPad. Well, we got a laptop, which was also quite heavy. Outside of that, my school was basically always sort of working against it because, yeah, if you give a student a laptop, they will most likely do more other things than actually watching and learning and doing homework. They'll just game. So yeah, the problem with that was, as soon as the teacher sort of, well, they realized early on, of course, that we were doing other things too. But as soon as they thought of that, they sort of went back in like their thinking, and it was more becoming a thing of, well, you get a laptop, which is very heavy, but you also need all of your books. So basically, I was double packed, and some teachers were like, no, you're not allowed to have your laptop open. And some were like doing everything out of a laptop. It was really fake. So, yeah. If we ever send without permission, we get trouble with it. We asked, yes, we are. Yeah, in the other school, I was on 99% of the classes played games, yeah. So you were on another school before? Why, if I may ask? Or is that like... You did move school. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah. I thought you were doing like a study maybe maybe already. So that's why I was wondering. But no. Okay. Also, what's your most annoying subject? Or like like the thing that you're the worst at? Nah, man. Math's easy. Wait, are you having a wiskunde A or a wiskunde B? So are you having math with like little crappy stories that are really hard to understand, or are you having math with actual formulas and then doing hard calculations? Oh, you still have both. You haven't chosen yet. You can't choose. What the fuck? Wait, what? You can't choose? You need both, huh? No? Since when? Since when is that a thing? Like, you don't have where you... You don't have where you can, like, eventually choose which sort of subjects you want and which way you want to go? That you have like a package either with economics and things like that, or science and things like that? You don't have that? Technology, yeah, but that's like... What? That's weird. I think you all... Like, when I chose that, I only needed, like, math type B, which was more algebra and less, like, story bullshit where you had to figure out who actually ate the apple. That's weird. It's fucking weird. Like, why do they change that so often? Schools are weird, dude. Schools are weird. Actual kids, stay out of school. No, don't. Please don't. I hated math, so well, when I got to grade 12, I didn't have to do math. At least in baking, I don't have to know why A plus B is C. Yeah, true. True, in baking you don't need that. In baking you don't need that. Very true. Well, in baking you actually, you do need math, of course. Because you're still like measuring things. You're still like adding things. Subtracting things. Like the algebra things, well, I guess you don't really need those. I guess in baking you can write a formula to describe how much of a certain type of flour or whatever you need in a recipe, the more you increase the volume of the recipe. I guess you could do that. So technically you could use it. Math is a must-do no matter which direction you go. Yeah, I get that, but like the type A or B. Yeah, okay, so you have the type B. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, well, that's like necessary within science and things like that. Then you probably have like the, or... Yes, true. Have you already like had algorithms and or algorithmics, I should say, and things like that? Like that was the only part I actually hated. Or no, a log function shit. Well, that's still okay, but wait until you have like the like on your calculator you have like a function called log, and it's basically a description of how would you call that? Well, it's really hard to explain. But doing shit with like log functions to flatten out formulas and things like that, it just didn't work in my brain, you know. Like if I like get the point of something or like understand how it works, I can remember it like within a minute. But if it makes no sense, then, or like if there's no logic behind it, even though it's called logarithmics or something like that, so it should be logical. If in my head it has no logic behind it, I have no clue how it works. No. Like it's basically log skills and logarithmics are used to plot. Like if you have a graph with numbers, right? You have a graph with numbers. They are basically used to make it easier to plot numbers that are really small or really big. So if you would, for example, have a function where like the tiniest amounts of increase came out from, that function would basically times it or scale it up so that you could actually see a graph better, or scale it down depending on if it's a high or low number. And even though I get it, I'm like, why don't you just redraw the fucking graph then? Like, why don't you redraw the steps of the graph? Because then it also shows. Why do you have to do that? Why? Yeah, I hated that part. It was also because at that moment I was sort of less interested in school. So I also didn't really, I didn't I did still follow classes, but I wasn't, how do you say that? Like, opletten. Like, I never, watched? No. Never listened along? No. How would you call that? I don't know. I was never actually paying attention, yes. Well, apparently I also needed to pay more attention in my, English classes. No. Well, to farm some grass. The grass. Noticeable, yes. Yeah, I didn't ever, or basically at like the start of like my middle school, I was like looking, or like always paying attention, because that was my strategy. Don't do any learning from home, but instead just pay attention, which works. Worst subject? French. French. I was almost gonna say I hate my French teacher still to this very day. Wait. Oh, yeah. But basically what happened with French, there was like a thing. I was first doing HAVO VWO, which was like the sort of like in between class, in between one level and like the higher level. All right. I finished on all my subjects for VWO niveau, so the higher level. And on French, I had one last exam, and I also, when basically the ending of the school season was over, my French grade was just high enough for me to go to VWO, so to the higher level, and then eventually I could get rid of it. My teacher, being the fucking asshole she was, apparently she didn't upload some grades before like the ending of the season, like the actual ending. And after that ending, so after me checking if it was all fine, she uploaded that, and I got like, I heard like half a week after that I like sort of failed to get into the higher thing because of that, which was fucking stupid. So here is me and my actual parents going to like, I think the principal or something like that. You know, it's fine that you don't go into the higher level, or like it's fine that I'm not going into the higher level, but it's not okay that it's first like, oh yeah, sure, you're fine to go, and then afterwards some idiot uploads a really low fucking number, and then it's all like, never mind. So that was kind of not okay. I must say at HAVO I did manage to get rid of French earlier. So yeah, things like, yeah, I also never really studied for a test, because that's also the reason why I sort of hated French or disliked French. I've never been good at studying things like words, for example, like just lists of words and remember that. If you give me things with logics, if so, like math or science things, it's all fine. English, of course, it's fine, because you binge watch movies or do things like that, and from that you learn. And also English makes sense. French doesn't make sense. Sorry for the French viewers. No, language doesn't make sense. But yeah, it was kind of like from that moment on I hated French. I did have German, and German was also understandable, because it was like, because it is relatively close to Dutch, I feel like. So that was like a decent subject for me. I was never good at languages, as I said, but German was way better than French. Still, it wasn't my favorite, and still it was learning, so I still had a low grade. And for example, with history, it was always like ups and downs, which was weird, but at the same time understandable, because as soon as I liked a subject, I would sort of easier remember things about that subject or pay more attention. I don't know what it was more about. Than if I didn't like it. So 1 year I would have like, basically there was a scale from 1 to 10. 1 year I'd have a 6, so barely actually pass. Next year I'd have a 9 at the end of the year. Dutch Frisian. Well, if they have Dutch Frisian in school, no. Your dad is probably a really nice guy, but Frisian is just understandable not understandable to every Dutch person out there. Well, I guess depends on like how Frisian it is. But sort of the more you go up north, the less you understand. And that's actually a fact. It's just like no. They are really nice people, but it's just like why can't you learn Dutch? Is it that hard? Is it that hard to just talk Dutch? Fries to us German, like. When I joined my new school, my English teacher instantly. Thank you, sub. Oh wait, I'm gonna try read it. Super Shorty. Aha, I got your name. Thank you and welcome, Super Shorty. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Yeah, languages, school, very nice. Eventually, I chose the most weirdest package you can find out there. Basically, the sort of like, oh, what the fuck are you gonna do in life? Actual package, which was the technical package. So with science and physics, science, math, whatever. Together with economics and what was my other class again? Probably something not that useful since I can't remember. Sorry teachers, but thanks. No, I can't remember. Maybe German? No, I tried to get like languages out of my thing as soon as possible. So I got rid like of German also in after the third, I think. I don't know. I don't know which one I kept. Like economics, definitely. No. Can't think of it. Smoke in your school days? No. Like, don't smoke. It's stupid. Literally. I guess, well, we weren't allowed, but like as soon as you were like off the grounds, like in the breaks, you were allowed to sort of go off the grounds, so you could just walk somewhere and like smoke. Fires in a trash can. Well, if you're that stupid to, like, if you smoke, well, that's a choice. If you want to be a tough, cool boy or girl, well, sure. If you smoke, that's a choice. Now, if you're that stupid to put a trash bin on fire because you smoke, then you shouldn't even be allowed to hold a cigarette. Not because you're not allowed to smoke. No, because you're not allowed to be that ridiculously stupid. Like, if you smoke, just fucking turn out your butts, you know? That's like not that hard. It's not that much asked. Fucking Christ. I don't hate people who smoke, but it's just like, and like I get why people smoke, but it's just like at least think of what you do. Basically, lighting a trash can on fire has nothing to do with smoking. Hey, Cozy. Wait, on your school ground, you have a smoke spot? You have a smoke spot? That's fucking ridiculously. That's ridiculous. Honestly, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, it's funny how the government is like banning, like, pubs and things from like allowing people to smoke inside or like smoking, and then they on your school grounds they make a fucking smoking area. That's insane. Whoa, sorry, but what a shit school, honestly. I don't know your school, but what a shit school. That's not okay. Even if teachers want to smoke, I guess you could make a designated area for teachers to smoke. But you're not gonna allow the fucking kids there. That's no. No. And yes, it's up to everybody to choose if they want to smoke or not. I don't have anything against it, but for a school to make an area for that, no. No. That's just bad. Yeah, see, well then it's like, it makes sense, Charles. I can't stand the smell of cigarette smoke. Well, I can stand the smell of it, like, my brother smokes. Which is fine. And I think my mom used to smoke back in the day, and my dad too. But back in the day it was more normal also. I, for example, myself smoke cigars from time to time, or used to. Like nowadays I don't really do that anymore. But with cigars I think, or at least I still think it's different, because they actually have a taste. Unlike cigarettes where they have no taste. Well, Kepi, nowadays almost everybody does fucking drugs, which is insane. Like, probably if you go to like a middle school and you ask like, okay, you're 17 years old, what do you do? There are like 80% is gonna answer, oh, I am drunk in the weekends and I use drugs. And for everybody wondering, no, it's not cool. Yeah, even at 14 or 15, it's insane. Like, I'm not gonna say I have bad parents, and I'm like, it wasn't that I would get hit by them really, but like I knew that if I would do that back in the day and do things like that at my 14 or 15, I would just get the fucking smack, you know? Like, I wouldn't actually get hit, but more of like the fear of even like getting scolded for it, you know? Like, if I did something like that, I knew I was fucked. I knew I would get like house arrest for the rest of the year or something like that. But nowadays it's just, oh, you smoke? Oh yeah, we get it, because you want to belong with the rest. No! Fuck off! No! Oh my jeez. Yeah. That's bad, Charles, but that's sad. But yeah, it was more like common back in the days, sort of thing. But like, even if you do it, even if you want to do it, it's up to everybody else. But for a school to sort of like make an area like that, that's more my issue with it. In this story, I guess. That's just no. Smoke used to be a medicine against headaches and stuff. Yeah, they believed it to be. Yeah. The people who smoke also have parents who smoke, or just hide it from them. Yeah. Well, like hiding it from your parents, that is a thing that has always happened. And smoking is a thing that always has happened. But like, okay, smoking is bad, sure. But if you're 14 or 15 and you're already using drugs, that's just... First of all, how did you even get it? Secondly, why you don't even know what to do with it? Probably. And just why? It's like, how does a 15, 14-year-old get the money to buy drugs? Like what? You're like a 14, 15-year-old is probably just like starting in a supermarket for like 4 euros an hour or something like that, you know? They always stand behind the bush next to the exit. Yeah, well, that's what often happens. I remember someone's right. Yeah. Well, that really is the issue. But at the same time, I must say, like, teachers can't be blamed for everything. Because now, basically, back in the day, if a teacher would get angry at a kid or say, like, you know, you're out and fuck off, or never join in anymore on basically until you stop with that, then it would already be like, is it acceptable? If a teacher does that nowadays, the parents of the fucking kid will just go to school and, oh, you cannot not allow my child to join just because he smokes, and parents will interfere with everything. Well, I wouldn't say teachers should be allowed to hit you, but what I mean is, teachers should be allowed to confront you more about it, and to then not have after one day a parent in their necks saying like, yeah, you ruined my child or something like that. No, that's no. Like, there are too many parents nowadays that sort of think like the teacher is always wrong and they are always right. With a meter stick to the arm. No. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Like, they shouldn't be able to murder you. Even though I definitely think in some cases that would be useful, but no. Like, if you're cocky against your teacher, honestly, like, get some respect. Like, don't do that. If I would do that back in the day, I would get sent out instantly and, like, said, you know, when you come back, either you really say sorry or you're not coming back and you just failed this year. It's done. But yeah, like, at first you had, like, if you do that, you'd get hit with a stick. Then, well, the stick was not allowed because you can't really hit a child, well, which I get, I understand. Then it was more like, you're out of this class, and if you ever want to join in again, you're not gonna do that anymore, or you failed the year. And nowadays it's just, if you do that, a parent is gonna say, oh, my kid has the right to be in your class. My kid has the right to not fail. And he is probably not annoying because I know my kid. Yes. I'm not saying all parents are bad, definitely not. And I'm not saying they are doing it without a reason, because nowadays, of course, it's way harder to sort of like earn enough money for a whole household. So parents and people do have to work more, so they also can spend less time, I guess, at home and things like that. At the same time, a lot of people can work from home, so that's bullshit. But yeah, everything is or exactly, Cozy. Everybody is so sensitive nowadays. It's insane. But most, yeah, definitely. Jokingly, yeah, well, like, do you get sent out of class for being a little bit cocky or no? That's the question. I guess you have to ask yourself. Like, if that answer is no, I don't need to know the answer, but yeah, well, then it's fine. Then it's fine, but as soon as they're like sending you away, nah. Hello, Katosha. Welcome, and thank you for following along. How are you doing today? Yes. Well, that is true, Cozy. Like, me as the streamer cannot say that, or I will be cancelled forever. But it is true. It is true. Things like that are true. It's just sad how the world is nowadays, honestly. Like, I'm not saying you should hit a kid, but a kid should definitely have more respect. And a young adult too. Like, sometimes it's insane. For example, well, I was on a bus today, and today it was actually pretty good and decent. Like, there was at the bus stop over here, there was me and another younger dude and a little bit of an older woman. And we both, like, let the older woman go in first. But often what you see is just these fucking kids just, like, sort of scrambling to the door. I want to get in first because otherwise all seats might be taken. Are you kidding? You have legs to stand on. You have legs to stand on. Like don't worry and let fucking the older woman go in first. It's insane. I guess it has to do with being insensitive, really. Yeah, no, it's not about physical sensitivity. I get what he means, actually, Cozy. Everybody is, like, really fast offended nowadays. Like, I am honestly surprised that if I would say someone is ugly, I wouldn't go to jail nowadays. It's also, yeah. Everything is racist, everything is offensive nowadays. Definitely. Definitely. Yes. Even you saying that is offensive because everybody can feel. Maybe I feel like that is a racist comment, and I can feel that. Yeah. That's sort of the thing that we have nowadays. Yeah, of course, but the States is worse. I feel like here in the Netherlands it's still okay because everyone is quite direct still. Like, the only issue I have here with people, or especially children or young adults, is that they are just fucking dickheads to older people. That they have, like, zero respect and don't think about what they're doing. And for parents, for example, putting your 13-year-old on a fat bike, which goes, like, really fast, and a child has no idea what he's doing on it. Yeah, well, then there's also something wrong with you as a parent. I actually asked that to, like, a colleague of mine, I think. Like, his child wanted a fat bike. And he was like, well, he's 16 and I don't know, because I get that he wants to fit in and otherwise he doesn't fit in, and I get it. And I just said, like, no. Like, if everybody is gonna say, oh, you only fit in when you have a fat bike, yes, of course everybody needs, like, a dangerous fat bike. But if more parents are saying, like, no, you're not getting one, it's not that you have to get one to fit in anymore, because not everybody has one. So no. Europeans are in general super direct compared to the West. Well, yeah, that's true. That is true, which is good. It's a good thing. So I was thinking, should I build a road here? Like, I wanted to... Wait. Like, this road has to go around the corner, right? Hey, Zoom, by the way. Should we start laying this road? Sort of up till here. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm walking somewhere. Yeah. Well, exactly that. Actually, Jasper, like, I never smoked. And back in the day, that was like a sort of criteria for if you wanted to fit in, yes or no. Probably nowadays it still is. But yeah, no, just no. It's stupid. You like the road idea, so chopping down some trees, putting a road next to it already. We do have to build a bridge, of course, but we can at least extend it till up there, which might be a good plan. I do have everything for the road, right? Yeah, we do have enough of that. I do need to build a foundation for the road. Also, yesterday my friends showed me a fun game, which I have seen before, but never played. Foundation, sort of city builder, medieval city builder thing. I might go and play that. Should I stream that? Question, should I stream that? It looks like a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, yes. Yes, I guess, Jasper. Yeah, start recording. So I'm probably gonna start a project right now, which I'll never finish, but oh yeah, wait, I wanted to do this so we could link up the farm to... Yep, the chicken egg thing to the machine. The machine. No, the fucking factory. Oh, look who it is, Mr. American Cozy Toes. The man who knows all about the horn of a train. The man who has been able to crash my mod pack many times. Who has a weird PC. Oh well, enough about schools and using drugs and kids being annoying. How about nice kids? Like what do people do in a good way nowadays? Let's talk about the positive side, right? I started to make a BR80, working with parts of your BR86. If I finish, I can send it to you. Yeah, sure thing. And also, just share it on my Discord. There are no positive sides. I knew this comment would fucking be there. I knew it. Choo-choo! Still, the medium train is not in there. I should still fix that. But yeah, be sure to share that Zoom. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to make some new coaches. I wanted to make some new actual passenger wagons. Because I saw those red ones and it made me puke again. They're so ugly. Well, we'll save that for another time. What are these shadows? Oh, they're just low shadows from all the trees. Oh, I was muted the whole time, for fuck's sakes. Yep, sorry. Basically, the choo-choo But then with the rescue train and Thomas, so a little bit bigger and longer. And also it's just there to drain away your channel points. Yes. No, I need to add more things with it. I need to do more polls and things like that. But what could I do a poll about? Do I make a road here, yes or no? Well, yes, because I already want to. Do I build it right now, yes or no? I could do things like that. Should also build a proper building for the fern farm. Why don't you get the mod with the enchantment which cuts down the whole tree? Why should I? It works like this. I like this sort of machine thing. Even though it looks like it looks annoying, it's pretty fast. It is actually pretty fast. And I sort of like enchantments like that. There. Like a message on screen. Yeah. The choo-choo is 2,000. Oh wait, the other thing is 10,000 right now. Yeah, the choo-choo used to be 5,000. To drain everything a little bit harder, but then everybody said it's too expensive. I guess I can lower the rescue train one. That would be fine. I guess it would also be fun to limit the say hi or to make the choo-choo, but then an even smaller variant maybe, and to limit that one use per. Oh yes, thanks. I will do that. Limit that to one use per user, and then make it like low in channel points, so everybody can just like say hi, basically. So it becomes sort of more a thing like saying hi, I'm here. A little tank engine, maybe. Yeah, maybe I can split those in like the BR86. So the BR86 will be the cheap one, and then the medium and the big one will be the other one. Yeah, there's a cooldown on the sip. You think I'm stupid and I'm gonna actually get myself like murdered by water poisoning because somebody wants to spam it? I've already thought of that. Oh man, my arm is already went away. Holy shit. I don't know what's that about, but... So no, you cannot kill me. I'm sorry. When I made that, I knew somebody was gonna ask that like one day, or somebody was like gonna say that. Yes.
Jasper_legend
Yes.
wants Dave to fix his posture.
Yes. Also, there's no like animation for that, so I just did the voice text thingy, which is really annoying, but I guess then you still have something special. What is wrong with my arm? Arm, why are you doing this? Why are you sort of sleeping? The cat is not here. I can't. The cat's not here. Every time that happens, I just have to say that. Well, cat's not here. Can't do that. You want your money back? Well, go ask that to someone else. I don't have your money. I know it's a joke. And my answer is also a joke because I do have your money. Because I stole it from your bank account. Choo-choo! The train, where's the animation? Huh? I think one of the animations is broken. One of the animations is broken. Broken. Let me just check that real quick. Create a dashboard. Notifications. Well, that is a scam, in fact, yes. I would call that a scam. Notifications. Channel point. 221. No, they should both work. Oh, it's gonna be half. What the fuck? There we go. For some reason, like the Twitch thing sometimes bugs. ImagineerDave, yes. Well, you should honestly just feel really, really special that you got your channel points scammed away from you. You're one of the only ones who got scammed. Yes. See it as something special and not as something unlucky, you know? See it on the positive side. ImagineerDave. Sounds good. So again, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. That's like saying steal candy from a baby. Why? No, that's totally different. So if I have the road here, is that too close? If I have the... No, I feel like that would be okay. I could have the thingy here. Like I want a separate bridge. Yeah, I should... Fidget, don't visit that. Let me... which one is the ban? Visit Doge. No, I don't visit Doge. Piss off. Something I need to add to the filter, I guess. Are we gonna build the road this close? Sort of a thing I'm... I don't know. Don't know if I should. Don't know. Well, probably. Otherwise we have a little bend outwards and then... Nah. Like, how close it is not gonna be next to the real line up here? There's like 4 blocks in between. We could put a little fence. Yeah, feels good to be honest. Just hopped in from YouTube and wanted to say that you are a legend and I respect your time and effort on your world. Keep it a good stuff. And if you have any create mod tips, I'm all ears. Hello, Jumper! Jumper2K5. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you. Thank you a lot for saying that. If I have any create mod tips, you're all ears. Well, I don't know what kind of tips or things you're after. So, I don't know what to give tips on. Make... Yes. Use more... how would you call that? Passive steam engines. Use more passive steam engines. They're really useful and cheap to build. And fast to build. Yes. That is my sentence. There you go. If you don't know what that is, I can show you. But they are really nice. Especially since, like, if you put out the campfire underneath it, and, well, no, you still have to, like, restart the water then. But for example, at our factory building over there, we can actually turn off the fire underneath the steam engine and it will stop the factory. And then we can reboot it in some other fashion and way, which is cool. Thank you, Master. Please don't call me Master. It sounds so weird. A passive steam engine, yeah. Just give me a sec. I'll first build this out. Hey, Gabri! Yes. Gabri, I'm ending right now. Sorry. We were just about to end. No, that's not true. We're still building. I sort of almost want to end the stream just to, like, keep the streak for you, sort of thing, you know? Like you always join whenever I stop streaming. It's insane. But no, today I started a little later, which I figured was a better time, to be honest. Like the early morning streams, they are better for my time normally, but today I decided to, like, because I had to pick up my bicycle at work, I could lunch with the people from work, so I figured, you know what, I can like stay for a little bit. Ooh, 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 we could do one thing. Huh. What do you guys think about this? We have a two-way street. Yes, two-way street. We have another two-way street. What if we make a one-way bridge? So they have to wait for each other, you know? Just like we have over there. What if we make a small one-way bridge? Or does that make no sense? Wait. How do you start a thing? Poll. Yes. One-way bridge or two-way? What type of bridge? To the very rich among us, you can use your channel points. Let's start with the poll. Have fun. What type of bridge? Vote, everybody. Vote so I know what the type of bridge. One way because it's harder to make it work. No, it's just having a signal in front of it and at the end. It isn't that hard. It does sound interesting. It could give you some personality. On the other hand, it's not the most efficient. No, it's not the most efficient, but I don't think I have like many cars on here, so that's why I'm sort of like thinking, you know, it would be functional here, functional enough. So yeah. And it would give a little bit more space between the two bridges. Well, seems like somebody is using his channel points for a two-way bridge. Somebody definitely likes a two-way bridge. Jesus Christ. Who has 1,000 channel points? Stop. Stop using your channel points. It must be Thomas or Cozy. I think it's Cozy. That's a little scripted, yeah. Okay, I'm... Is it you, Cozy? Are you interfering with my poll? Fucking knew it. Okay, we're gonna redo that. Oh my god. Okay, don't waste your channel points. Stop wasting them. I'll just end it. Can I end the poll early? End poll early Twitch. Uh-oh. On my dashboard. Mate, no. That's not true. No, I can't end it. Okay, we'll just have that for now. I'll do Oh, Zoom. So Zoom. So you which one did you vote on? Wait, let me check. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something different. This bridge will be something different because I'm gonna quickly go there and then go there. Went from 29k to 70k all for no two-way bridge. For what? For no two-way bridge? First on two-way, but as soon... On the server in total, that is a good question. Active players or semi-active players? what are we speaking here? What are we looking for? We are looking for a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elytra, you're dying. Elytra, you're dead already, mate. Okay, so most things are a two-way, but maybe with the results I can see who voted with like channel points and which ones are not active with the most impact. Right now, Meat and Cozy, Yorick has done a lot in the past, so he isn't really on anymore, but maybe he'll join in the future again. I wouldn't be surprised if he would, because he's always like switching games. Elytra dying? At least you're not lying. Yes, mate. So how funny would it be if I first ask you... Ooh. Gotta head off. The Sea of Thieves stack is craving my presence. Okay, have fun. So Gabri, basically I stream because of you and now you leave. Okay, sure. No, sure. I will remember that. So what I'm thinking here is what if the road, right? What if the road is the border between the dirt road or what if the bridge is the border between asphalt roads and then after that it turns into sand roads? Would that be smart? Cozy Toes used 10,000 channel points. You fucking cheater. Honest to God. Okay, poll. One bridge bridge type and road type. One-way bridge asphalt. Two-way bridge asphalt. One-way bridge dirt. One-way bridge asphalt. Do not allow any extra votes. Yes. New poll. Here you go. What I mean by asphalt or dirt is basically the part after. So not on the bridge. On the bridge it will just be the bridge thing. Yeah, there go your channel points, Cozy. That's what you get for it. That's what you get for cheating my system. I should probably make them like 1,000 to vote next time. Wait, are there? Oh fuck, yeah, sorry. Wrong poll. The top one is the two-way bridge. The top one is the two-way bridge asphalt, I guess. One-way bridge dirt. I still could have afforded it. Yes, I know you could have, but you wouldn't have, because then you would have lost everything. Thank you, Jumper, for the follow. The two-way asphalt has been removed because nobody likes it. Gabri, wait, you're still here. Or your votes count as 2? What do you mean? I'm about to go. No, you leave right now and you never come back. So we do have one-way bridge coming out on top. So the last election really was rigged. Do we make it into a crappy bridge then? But I mean, is it weird that like the main area all of a sudden like ends in a bridge and then goes into a dirt path? Well, I'll probably quit in like 44 minutes or something like that, Gabri. So I'll probably won't be around. But you enjoy your game for sure. Yep, see you next time then. I already thought so. Yeah, so one-way bridge dirt. Yeah. Well, we can work on that, for sure. Like, how do we do it here? Is it like normal dirt? Yes, it's normal dirt with that. Okay. We can definitely do that. A little dirt road. We still have that card on me, yes. Good. Good, 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 very good. Yeah, ended with a roundabout, yeah. I was thinking like a cul-de-sac or something like that, you know? A cul-de-sac. I don't know if you know that, but that's sort of a roundabout. It's more like sort of the end of a street. It wouldn't be a cul-de-sac, because that would only be at housing. But, yeah, or maybe make like a parking lot or something. If we have a parking lot here. If we have like a little parking lot. Would that make sense? Or like some kind of industry maybe? Maybe a little thing? Wherever I live, there is all places to live. And then go to gravel roads. Yeah. True, Charles, true. It's just, it's sort of a two-way road. Well, the dirt road is also two-way. Hey, Luna. Look, there's the cat. Hi. A tail of a cat. Hi. No, come here. No, 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 no. No, no, fuck off. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you're cute. We know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Now. Yeah. Are you gonna lay down? No? You need more attention? Yes, I'll give you in a bit. She's probably gonna sit on my lap again as always. Oh yeah, fucking knew it. Here she is. Hi. Hi, you want attention? Sure. Hi. Hi. Oh my god. One-way bridge dirt. Look, there she is. Yes. Yes, hi. The fuck are you doing? Let me play my game. Let me play my game. Come here. No, no, no. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna be cute in there. Ah, yeah. Just lay down and be cute. Good cat. Lap cat, yes. Yeah. Lap heater with a V8 engine. Brrr. I know. That's actually so true. That's so funny because it's so true. A lap heater with a V8 engine. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that she didn't like lay down on my lap today. But the dirt road with one-way bridge it was. Let's just get that done. I think we can get that done within time. Probably not, because I've said that many times before and I didn't. I should probably build like a machine that just instantly lays down a 9-block wide road. Wait, it's like an off block, so yeah, of course, I could easily do that. Like then I would only have to lay down a track, get a deployer on it. As soon as we get this base layer in, I should just do that, to be honest. Grab some deployers, 9, grab a barrel, and grab some tracks. Sleeping through the night. Ooh, is it broken? No, not yet. Oh, that's wrong dirt. Let me just finish the base layer a little bit further. Further. There it was again, a cough. It is... I feel like I'm coughing less. Like, well, when I'm like after cycling home or something, or when I'm like a little bit out of breath, it's more. And yes, normally I'm not out of breath after cycling home, but I also have that at the moment. But I feel like it's less than before, the coughing, which is good. It might be going away, slowly. Slowly but surely. So, yes. Yes. We have dirt. Now, does it also work with the rollers, or will the rollers fill the area that you are keeping empty for the tracks? Yeah, the area that I keep empty down below. Depends. If you put the roller to paving mode, then it won't. If you put the rollers to fill mode, then it will fill it. So it really depends. I'll probably just make a minecart contraption though. Because then it will be more about... Yeah, then I can also more easily pick it up. Which would be good. Do we need to clear those? Yeah, I need to clear those trees at the end real quick. Let me go do that real fast. Deja vu. Do 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 do. Yeah, I would have to make some turnaround thing anyway here. So. Bum, bum, bum. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Wrong song. Ah, it's a different song. Oh, well, it's not a wrong song, but a different one that I thought. So we're gonna need a barrel. What are your plans for the coast? I see a beach on the right side of the train tracks. Nothing. I don't have any plans there. I might as well keep that as nature for now. Maybe some city expansion later on this side too, but that will be later then. And then I can actually make this area into asphalt too later on. But for now, I'll just keep this empty and I'll focus like the city part here on this side. And of course over at the main station. So yeah. Also, I can show you the engine thing real quick now that I'm gone from that area. So right now all belts are running and things. The whole factory is powered. When I go in here, so here we have the steam engine. Yes, steam engine, and that's running off a boiler which is above a fire. So we have these beautiful fires, right? Watch. If I put out these fires. Huh? It shouldn't generate enough thing anymore to keep running. Okay, you know what? I can easily fix that. So normally, I think we're not using enough power yet to really make it stop. Normally it would shut down because we would be able to do this. No, sorry. To do that. So it wouldn't get any water anymore. Right now it's not like overstressing the system yet. So it's based on overstressing of the system. There are a few engines also in here in the top with campfires underneath, but you can't see them. So as soon as the fire is out, we aren't getting heat anymore and this will shut off. As soon as we want to reboot that, we can relight the fires. So we go back in here. I hope we have enough. Yes, we do. We can relight the fires. We can go in here. We can shut off the main part to there, so that the main factory isn't on. We can turn that off. We can turn it back on. It flips the other way around. Starts speeding up, and then we can turn the factory on again. Just like that. So that way we sort of have a realistic engine. I always leave it on, but it's just a little fun thing. It's just a little fun thing mostly. Let me put back the tree digging machine back in the workshop. So I was gonna build a dirt machine. Yeah, the big wheel is for fun and deco mostly. It doesn't really have a purpose. I was gonna get... How many deployers do we have? 2. Shit. Okay, deployer. A lamp and brass hands. Brass hands we make from brass sheet. Brass sheet and something else, right? Oh yeah, one of those. You know what? We'll make 16, fine. 16 hands means 16 casings, means 16 lamps, means 16 deployers. We're only gonna need 8, so let me just dump off the rest of this stuff. Take, no, we're gonna need 9, sorry. There we go. We're gonna need 9, we're gonna need a barrel, real quick. So I want a barrel for us to put the dirt in. I just had a nosebleed, so that makes 10 in 4 days. Jesus Christ, dude. Do you have that more often? Because then you should probably visit the doctor so he can like freeze it shut. Well, how would you call that? Yeah, something like that. Like often people have that and then they can like freeze like your vein inside of your nose. So it doesn't happen anymore. We need a minecart. We need a minecart and a contraption maker. Oh no, that's a helmet. I'm stupid. Jesus Christ. And a contraption. Contraption thing. Contraption card assembler. Yeah, it had been on and off. Yeah, then you probably need to go do that. I had it once too when I was a little younger. In like a summer month when it was really hot. But it did stop after a while. But yeah, just weird. Yeah, see, I don't want to do anything in the rain. Because that will ruin my replay recordings. We have deployers, we have everything what we need. We have wood in our inventory that we don't need. Also, these barrels or these things are still here from our frantic search for the wood and leaf box, which I still haven't found. Also, there's something in my eyebrow. What the fuck is that? Well, I still have to clean the home anyway, so... Oh, I got a call from a friend of mine. I didn't notice. Well, I'll join him in half an hour or something. You know, let's just go build that in the rain. Fuck it. Oh, I need rails before we go. And I need to fix my elytra. Yes. 2 more things on the list. I have the same problem. Mine is more... Yeah, I think breathing in flour every day isn't also really like healthy for your like nose. Because I think like flour particles are quite sharp, right? Like, that's also like the stupid things about young people doing like a drugs that they have to like sniff up, basically. They don't think that they don't think about like ruining their whole nose because of that. Well, that shit is sharp, so yes, it is gonna ruin your nose. But I guess if you have to do it for work, well then yeah, it's just a part of life. Would you get high from smoking flower? Or from smoking? From sniffing flower? Which is not a question, go try that out. No. But I just wondered. Oh. The sun is shining. The rain is gone. Oh, what I like this day. No. Okay. Well, there's your answer. So nobody ever has to try that out. Thank you. Thank you for answering that. Now at least we know nobody has to be an idiot for sure. Used to have those a lot when I was a bit younger. Yeah, Aiden. Yeah, that sort of thing I also had. Like once I was going to a theme park in the Netherlands and I was in the train. And all of a sudden like a nosebleed started and it was like really, really, really bad. And it just kept on going and going. And yeah, well, things like that. Weird. Oh, I need a lever of some sorts. Fuck, don't die. The Efteling, when I still went there like, well, monthly, basically. Yeah, but I do get what you mean. I understand your struggle. A blood coaster, yeah. Very funny. There was a good bloody coaster, yes, for sure. Koshai, hello, welcome. We cannot read that. Nobody will understand. Sorry, and I'm not gonna like translate that every time. So I guess you asked something or you said hi. No clue. Welcome. I should probably translate it if it's something bad or something like. Give me sticks. Smart decision to give me sticks. He asked if someone is Russian. Well, apparently you are a Russian, Cappy. Yeah, I get that. I do understand that, Aiden. So, we put dirt in here. Dirt. Lots of dirt, right? Yeah, I know, Cappy, I know. I know you were actually Dutch, I think. Like I heard you last week on Discord, so. And I also know your first name, which isn't really a Russian name, I figure. Oh, well. I probably should have done like a powered minecart or something. Dirt! Dirt! Hurt! Do you have the stuff you can link the cards? Yeah, I think I can. You probably mean like get a powered car and then... Yeah, could do that, but no. Oh my god, it was on the last track, wasn't it? Oh, it was already past the last track. Okay, it's still go facing the right way, so... Hello, uitgeslapen, by the way. How uitgeslapen are you right now? Not at all. Well, that doesn't sound too good. Can I? Yeah, I can pick that up. I was gonna say I should be able to pick it up, right? And yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, also, this is like one too low. Oops. And mobs can probably spawn in here, so let me just do some of this. And not do that. We now have a second dirt layer on top. Yay! So now, how do we do with the road? Did you have spawners? What do you mean spawners? Do you have spawners? Like mob spawners? Funny actually. Yes, I know of one that is in still the most horrific place since the start. There's one on the train depot. Basically, there used to be a big mountain there, and I was gonna move a spider spawner away from it. I left it on the roof, and you can see it in probably every video there is, which is really funny, but also shit at the same time. So I left sort of a trail in the middle, a 2-block wide trail. So yeah. Okay, so probably we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do this stripe. For sure. So there's one continuous stripe. You only have creator, also other mods. Other mods too. Building mods, rechiseled, copycats plus, create diesel generators, create cobblestone, all kinds of things. All kinds of things, really. Steam and rails. Definitely steam and rails. And then on the outside we're gonna do Farmer's Delight. Yes, we do have that. I think this is from, yeah, Farmer's Delight. So that's probably why you asked if I do have that. That's where the sandwiches come from. So this is my dirt road. A two-way dirt road. And now we need some nice fencing and things like that. So yeah, we need to do... Actually, wait, there's a little retaining wall here. Why? What? Yeah, we should probably start this bridge earlier, so let's just dig away a little bit of dirt. Probably till there or something. I figure if we do it like that, that should be fine. We should fill in these borders between tracks and road. Ditches, I would call them. Oh, I like how the sun is going behind that house, by the way. I just love that. Okay, let's get some materials then. We're gonna need yew tree. We're definitely gonna need some of you. Probably some of you. Some of you and some of you. Yes, thanks. Thanks, will do. Alright, it's alright, it's alright. It's alright. Are you all right? No, you are all left. Best video ever, by the way. If you join in X Factor or something like that, no. Like Holland's Got Talent or America's Got Talent as a comedian and you tell that joke, you'll definitely make it. Legendary video, yeah, exactly. Are you all right? No, you are all left. Yes. And you're out. She was basically just looking to the right. Wait, is that my left? This is my left, but for you, that's my left. No. She was basically looking like that. Are you all right? No, you are all left. Ha, funny. We know. For some reason, that has been living rent-free in my head for the past couple days. Don't ask me why. Big love. Ha 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 ha. So, oh my god, so funny. So funny. Ha ha. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Making my way downtown, walking fast. I don't know why that's in my head now, but. And now it's also in your head, so have fun with that. And I need you. Percy's theme is living in your head. Oh, maybe you are the guy that has been watching that shit short for like 30,000 times. Like, that thing is still getting views. Stop. Stop. No. I want to get rid of it as soon as I can, to be honest. That's a video that should not exist. A branchline short video from like a long while ago, which is basically showing this section of like real line without any decorations and anything looking nice, and with like a shitty train. Just a theme is a vibe. Yeah, okay. Which one is that again? Oh yeah, the there is a zombie that is hitting me. Oh no, he's on fire, and now I'm on fire. Here's your a daily song by Dave, by the way. Enjoy. I think I hear a cat opening up a closet right now. So probably my clothes are gonna be hairy by the end of the day. But Dave, clothes are made of hairs. They are always hairy. Yes, I know. Either that or they are murdering the home. Well, one is next to me, so the other one is murdering the home. At least I know which one would be the bad one. So I know which one to not give any food for the rest of the week, you know? Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what I do with my cats. My girlfriend would definitely allow that. No, she wouldn't. Don't worry, I feed my cats. We do feed the cats. A song, a stream keeps... Wait, a song, a stream keeps diesel trains away. Very good, you start to understand my ways. A song a day keeps the diesel train away. For now. Are you threatening me, Cozy? Because then I can threaten you to ban you off of the server, right? All my followers, let's hate together on Cozy Toes because he is threatening me. Yes. Revolt! Revolt! No, don't, please. Whoa, whoa, now two. Now it is even worse. Welcome to cancel culture with Dave, I know, right? It's actually funny, like, I was helping out Cozy last week with his layout. But now that I think of it, I should never have helped him. Because he wants ugly diesel trains. I must say it, trains like that, that can face two ways, would be better, would still be better than a diesel. I would rather accept that into my station than a diesel. Yeah, but the trains between me and Yorick also don't match at all. Well, I guess they do because he just stole mine and like added a livery to it. I found out last week. The facker. The facker. Also, we're almost out of course dirt, so after we finish this, we definitely need to get some more soon. Also, there's no cobble or anything in here. So I'm almost thinking of making it higher already on this side, so that we can put a fence up at the height of the road. And so I should see... Oh, you made a cop loper. That's cool. I'm not gonna use it probably, but I do want to see that. Yeah, honestly, like Hennes removing the fucking coplopers and like having the shitty new things right now, the shitty new trains. No, they should have never done that, honestly. Like, the coploper is just an icon, you know? Like, why? Why do you remove that? Who even thought of that, to be honest? And yes, I guess iconic trains have been removed from the train, the train network before anyway, so... Yeah, okay, that's never gonna happen, because, yeah, no. Because too expensive and not really eco-friendly, so... I don't see that happening, but would be cool for sure. What I'm also gonna add in this is some rooted dirt. And fossil fuel trains are allowed. Yes, they are. Oh. It does not look good. Well, never mind then. I don't want to see it anymore. It's ugly. I just heard it's very ugly. It's ugly. Oogly boogly. Pum 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 pum. So the last question that remains is how high should the fence be and what type of fence should it be? Should it be like a little low fence or like a tall fence? Like, are we already thinking about safety or no? Are we still allowing everybody to jump in front of an engine? What's that, safety? A good answer. That is the answer I like. Also, my robot is not making it a day for me anymore, so now I have to do it myself. Low fence with some bushes. Yeah, basically the same fence as I did over here, maybe. This sort of fence, right? Just a little spruce wooden fence. I guess that could work. Sort of a farm fence, really. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bum 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 bum. Oh, I forgot I also had these. Oh no. I need to go backwards now and add these here and there. Or a big wall with barbed wire. We are not building a Mexican border next to the rail line. No. Oh, this one. Yeah. I can pick it up with a wrench. It would just be like, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can pick it up with a wrench. And I basically made it for the purpose of having a schematic cannon with like all the needed items next to it. So there is a drawer controller here next to the cannon, so it can actually take out the items from all of these barrels. So yeah, that's why I have it, and I can place some of these sets. So some of these I can just have down in the factory and they will get restocked. An old wire kettle fence would be great. Yeah, but how do you make a wire kettle fence like look good in Minecraft, you know? Like we are still doing Minecraft. I don't know if you like realize that, but wire kettle fence. Wire kettle fence. Is that like an actual term? Wire kettle fence. No. Oh. Yeah, one with those, Yes. I know what you are after. You are after these fences, right? The mesh fence. Doesn't the mesh fence have like... Yeah, wait. We're gonna try it, but I already know what's gonna happen. No? Which one are you after then? What do you want me to use? Like these. The bars. The bars. Bars, 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 bars. Because I think with those fences, the problem is you can't really get poles. Industrial iron support on a copycat. Oh yeah, one of these, these ones. Yeah. Or industrial? Oh, you said industrial. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is like they don't match up the textures, so they aren't like longer. The thing I don't like about these. Yeah, see, they don't get poles. And there's like no way to add them without adding one of those. Oh, you can't even remove these. Try it. Copycat makes crazy stuff with it. Yeah, I know. I have done it before. I know what you're after. Wait, give me 1 sec. Let me just grab some of these. Make it into... I like to give it a little bit of thickness, so... Panels. Am I blind? Oh, there's the panel. I cannot put these inside, so these are probably a no-go. Right? Yeah, you said these. It's either that, but that's too much like a hard fence. Or it's rotating them upwards. And then it would be like that. And the post would be too close together. Copycats Plus is quite heavy on a PC. If you have like millions of it, but otherwise no, it's fine. So I don't think that will be our like solution. You know what we could do? You can always use these, so it's fine. Wait, sort of. Watch this, right? Where's the there? How would that look? We could also add something over the top of it. Industrial iron bars. These ones? I think they're so heavy, you know? I want like sort of like almost strings that are strung from pole to pole. You know? Like the mesh fence, but can I use these in a... No. These ones? The industrial iron bars? Yeah, they're like proper bars. Could also just use a catwalk. But, no, these are the closed ones. Those are different. I know where I have them. Barbed wire, dude. I don't have barbed wire, do I? No, I don't have barbed wire. Like, these are the industrial iron bars. More like actual fences for gardens or things like that, you know? Try barbed wire on the top. Well, how would one make barbed wire? Could one make barbed wire? Barbed wire. Barbed wire. Let us just try to do some slice thing. Would that look nice? Some sign to keep the wood vibe. Signs. Yeah, the problem is signs aren't really yeah, they are like on the wall, but they cannot float. So would that work? Probably not. I can make them like okay, well we can try. We can try to do that. Because by doing that we can make trapdoors. We could also use like the defense gates and shit. We could actually just use fences. Hello, Cozy. Yeah, that's what I don't like. A few pieces of kelp. Dried kelp for belts and shit. There you go. Yeah, I want something for that, but not really this. I do like the signs. Oh, you mean like have them and then have these and then also that? Yeah, but those blocks would interfere, so couldn't know. We need center slices, that's what we need. We could also just do this, to be honest. Like, what if we just do this? Jesus Christ, I'm placing them all over the place. Learn to aim. Is this good? Maybe these closer together, like every 2 blocks. Oh. You don't even see those bits. What if we do... I quite like it. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, we're gonna stick with this. Oh, Charles, something got blocked from you, sorry. Well, it only got blocked, like you didn't get banned, so that's fine, I guess, for now. Okay, let's get back. Let's install the fence. Because we agree, it's fine. Let's install the fence and then we'll call it a day. Like the bridge I'll do off stream maybe. Because then I can actually do some other things today too. Yes. So I'm gonna quickly dump off some crap in here. Like that dirt, gravelly dirt. Probably the bites, the panels. Oh, it's full of panels. Well, the panels I can use. So. The ferns. And the cobble I'll just change back to what it used to be. Normal cobblestone. Yes. So we take 2, 2. 1, 2. No. We take 1. For now. Okay, let's get into this. From where do we start? Like, do we build it? Which ways are the poles gonna be? Are they gonna be on that side? With then like the thingies on this side? And is it gonna be there? Or one more in? Could probably do with one more in. Would we align with that? No. That's fine. Let's just build this. Oh god. This is gonna be a mess. This is gonna be a mess. I can already see it. Floating artifacts everywhere. In the end, this should look really nice, I think. I have to add some plants and bushes. In the beginning, it won't look as nice, but... Yes. Let's just do this part first. Please, 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 let me place my things correctly. Yes. Yeah, I think like height-wise it looks good also. This is nice. I was afraid it might be a little too high, but never mind. Alright, can we get... No. We can get... No. Alright, we'll just leave it like this for now. And... I'd like to have no lag, but that's not an option apparently. Yeah, that's really nice. I love that. That's like a proper little fence. It is a little bit close to this hillside. Might want to expand that one block up instead. But yeah, we'll see. I do really like that, honestly. We are making our tracks look better, which was our goal for today. So that's good. Yeah, let's get more of these things. Wait. Why am I doing it that stupidly? Don't ask me why you did it that way, please. No. Sorry, I have hyper focus right now on this. Because I want to do this. I want to do this. Actually, I don't want to do this because it's boring as heck. But hey, what episodes are we in now? 144 or 45. So yes, the episodes 130 till 140 I still need to upload. In case you were wondering. should have saved them all. I hope. Alright, we have that. Now we're gonna add the things in front. Not in the back, in front. I like these new bytes. I like these new things. Because it makes you able to, for example, let these fences like stick out just a little bit, which gives so much more detail. Like these things sticking out that little tiny bit just adds so much to it, to be honest. Otherwise it would just be a flat fence. I do have some on me, good. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? I love that. Let's get some plants around it and do some decoing, and then we can call it a day, really. There we go. Let's spam those away and let's get these back in. Let's get some plants. Get some of those, get some of those. Get some of that bush. I think I spammed these back already, but never mind. I thought, at least. There we go. Let's put some of these in here. So can we... Yes. I like that. If you connect that road across the track, we then have a complete road loop. Not yet, but almost. I do, like, of course, have the return loops already, so I guess I sort of already have a loop. But I don't think that's what you mean, like, you mean an actual loop. Also, there are no rails, like, underneath that yet, so... like over at the farm to main area, so would have to fix that for sure. Can I be faster, please? Can I be faster, please? Thank you, Cozy. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I gotta go soon too, so... Oh, almost got hit by a train. Okay, good. Now let's do some... Actually, no, we can't do anything here. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I guess we can put like an oak leaf here and there. For example, over here, we can just do that. Give it a little bit more depth that way. And on the last part we need like one more thing somewhere. Maybe a little leaf. Maybe one here at the end. Like that. I think that's pretty good, to be honest. Like, yes, we do still need to do a lot of work. But, yes, we also didn't do shit today. Because, look at what we've done, to be honest. We've just built that road. We've played some dirt on this side. And that's it. Really. Honestly, I'm so sorry that these things happen. But yeah, these are the less boring, or the less interesting things, but they still have to happen, as always, as I like to say. So, yeah. Yeah, I try to do these more offline, though. I'll try to do these more offline. Maybe next episode I will have the building ready for here, so we can actually finish that bit. But for now, it is time to say bye-bye, because I want to do other things in life. So let me store that. Yes, we can fly. Sure. Let's go to the main area. Let's do that. Yes. Let's load up everything. Everything seems to be loaded. So good. Let's fly back a little bit. So yeah, that's actually a pretty nice addition. Also, because it doesn't have too many copycats, you can see it from pretty far away, which is good. I love how... This is interesting. The steps stay loaded. See? Or is that just... Oh, they do stay loaded, but they get untextured. I should probably ask Copycats Plus and Create, like, how they do that. And also Chunky. Like, it might be up to Chunky to add that, but... anyway, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little road building adventure, in which we basically did nothing, but we talked a lot, so it was fun, I guess. It was fun for me, at least. Yes. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I will try to get more things on YouTube, but with the current voice situation and throat situation, it's kind of hard. So don't forget to post on YouTube. Yeah, Cappy. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. So yeah, I do need to post more on the Patreon too, definitely for sure. Maybe need to get more schematics out, but we'll see that. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for interacting, and I will see you later. So also I'll leave one more music video so you can watch. But yeah, thank you. Bye bye. This is ImagineerDave signing off. So bye bye.